I am Jose Torres-Landeros. I am a senior majoring in political science. I am here with Dr. Parker to talk about my previous internship at Senator Harry Reid's office.
Thank you very much for coming down to the studio today to talk
Absolutely.
to us. I really appreciate that. Would you begin, Jose, by telling us a little bit about what your activities and functions were at Senator Reid's office?
The activities, I'll list them in the order that I did them, I guess, the least to the most. And one of the activities that I was able to partake there at Senator Reid's office was helping him answering the phones. And I was amazed at the amount of information that can be distributed to constituents. A lot of times they're calling for questions in regards to Social Security, for example, or they're calling for questions that as an intern you have to find out where they need to be routed, the different levels of bureaucracy. Are they going to be referred to a local government agency, state government agency, or is it something that Senator Reid's staff can assist at the federal level?
Okay, so constituents are calling in and they've
Correct.
got problems or concerns, and your part of your job is to connect them with the right subject matter expert working
Correct.
at the state level or the local level.
Get the constituent to the right person.
Okay.
If we are not referring that constituent somewhere else, then it stays in-house, and that's where Senator Reid's staff has the constituent outreach and the casework. And that's the second type of activity that I was able to help them with. And I was a housing assistant. And as a housing assistant, I've took the cases when people called in and requested Senator Reid's help in getting through the banks, because sometimes they're not able to get a response. And the
Okay, so to cut you off interrupt you for just a second here. One of the areas of expertise that they helped you develop was in terms of housing and housing policy. And when people would come in, you would be one of the individuals who would be able to counsel.
I took all the information and I make sure that the regional representative for Senator Reid had all the information that was necessary so they could contact the bank. It makes a world of difference to the constituent when they get a phone call and you're just making sure that you have all the correct information, that you have the loan number, that you have those things that the regional representative is going to need to be able to at least get a response from them, from the bank or from one of the federal bureaucracies. And just being able to provide that contact, I think it means a lot to a lot of those people that have been really frustrated with either the governmental or non-governmental bureaucracy.
Okay. You've referred to working in Senator Reid's office. That's here in Las Vegas.
Correct. That is that. I worked at I interned here at the local office, his district office here in Las Vegas, and this office focuses on constituent services. And again, those constituent services, it's either outreach or casework. Another area that I assisted with was in creating certificates of appreciation or gold bonds. Gold bonds, they're congratulatory notes for community or business leaders, and being able to at least know who in the business community or in the local community it's being awarded or it's moving up the ladder. I think it's incredibly important for later on after you're done with school. You might be able to at least have some report and know the background or where those people have come from.
Another thing that people say about internships is that, I mean, you just get to meet an awful lot of people who you wouldn't get to meet otherwise. Now, you're working in the local office of a very, very powerful national leader. Do you get a sense that as a result of this, not that you're reaching out and touching all of the levers of power, but the sense that you're somewhat more connected to that side of reality than you would be if you're just a student?
I think one of the things that I learned that opened my eyes significantly was being able to go out on outreach events and because of my background, I was interested in veteran issues and Latino issues and issues affecting the business community. And having Senator Reid's staff present at those events for, let's say, a nonprofit organization, I think it means a lot to those organizations that they have a representation from Senator Reid's office, and being able to participate in those events, I think it was tremendously rewarding. I got a chance to participate in some veteran events, and I think those I felt like I was back in my my Army days. But
But you're participating as a staff member from well,
Senator Reid's office. That's an intern
from
from Senator Reid's office, correct?
And that's so that's what these outreach operations are like with community groups.
Outreach events, correct. And
you're one of the connections with that office.
I go out with the representatives that focus on that area of outreach, and again I've liked veterans issues, Latino and the business community. So I've always I was very thankful to their Senator Reid staff, because they not only welcome you to go on those events, but they actually encourage you to. And being out in those events, I think that's where you actually get to meet the people. You get to see the constituent reaction to the issues that are going around. And Senator Reid staff collects that information. They're out there to relay the message and to take the message back from the constituents to Senator Reid. And that was a good learning experience to know that there's a local presence. And when we think of a congressional office, we think Washington,
Washington, D.C.
There's a definite presence here within the state.
All right. Well, thanks for coming down to the studio and talking to us about this. I mean, certainly being able to have on your resume the fact that you were an intern in Harry Reid's office ought to be worth something, I would think, in terms of recruitment. You're going to be graduating relatively soon.
Correct.
And it's something else to put on that resume out there from the real world.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming down.
Thank you.